What up, man? Your big brother K Reno, man. I'm saying this to all our Underground Dialogue podcast soldiers. Make sure that you support our brother Eugene Preacher Smith in his clothing line. This brother got some of the dopest gear that I've come across, top quality stuff. I'm gonna get out the way and let him tell you about it.
254 Worldwide, it's your girl Erin. I'm from the Kids of the Future for the Future, and today I'll be introducing my dad. He is an OG and he's also a gangster. See, the reason why he ain't raised his kids to be a gangster is because they won't be love tech. Now I'll be teaching y'all a song, and I want y'all to listen, because if you don't, you'll fail. If you do, you won't fail. You'll get an A. So here I go. Fifth ward finest, limp under my feet, keep my friend shining. Got my sister on the line, breaker 19. It's traveling season, so devil get behind me, devil get behind thee, devil get behind thee. Everything we do, God co-signing. Now guess who driving while y'all keep wildin'? We keep God smiling, that's why blessed keep piling. Now that's 85,000. Keep CCLIV.
254 Worldwide. Welcome to CCLIV land, where we keep it 100, on strong, 365. So you know we're gonna keep it CCLIV. Hey, this is my brand that I created to be able to save our youth, to make sure they don't receive 25 years in TDC and make them eligible for 4 years of college on any level. You can find us at www.ccliv.bigcartel.com and www.keepitccliv.bigcartel.com. And we also got a manual, a handbook, where you can find that on www.amazon.com. Research CCLIV Chronicles and Guidance, and you will find it. You can find me at Facebook, Eugene Preacher Smith. Yeah, you can check me out. You can follow me on there every morning.
Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No. Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No. Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul
What up, man? It's your big brother K Reno.
It's your boy Keystone.
Y'all are tuned in again to another episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast where the name speaks for itself. And tonight,
man,
we got an OG in the building, man. And this brother is not only OG. Well, what makes him an OG is that he has turned his life experiences into life lessons for other people, man. He didn't just sit around in his low points and decide that, okay, we're going to give up or I'm not going to share this knowledge. This brother has brought himself from the mud, and now he's trying to keep other people out of the mud. He's a rapper. Y'all may remember the group, the Cotton Pickers. Yeah. He's one of the founding members of that group. He's an author. He's written 3 books. Yeah. He's a filmmaker. Yeah. He's a documentarian. Yeah. He's an actor. He's an activist.
God damn.
And he's sitting in the chair. He's sitting with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
the one and only Fleetwood. What's going on, my brother?
Oh man, I can't complain. I don't have no right to complain. I woke up on this side of the fence, this side of the dirt. Everything else gonna work. I'm in the H-Town. Man, Wicked Cricket brought me here 5 years ago. The only manager I ever had, and H-Town showed me love. That's when I met you. You know, we did the benefit concert. So I feel like I'm in my second home, and man, I'm just honored to be in your presence, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I have seen you unapologetically love black people.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you inspire brothers like me to have an envelope to push that was revolutionary, that was about love, that was about perseverance, you know what I'm saying, that had the courage of our ancestors. And that's one of the reasons, you know, the Ghetto Boys, you, Gutty Mob, Public Enemy, Pac, Short, Common Sense, you know, that's why I named my group the Cotton Pickers, because I wanted to represent who represented me, man. So, yeah, I'm honored to be here, man. Underground Dialogue.
Representing him, man.
Yeah.
Man, you have done so much in a short period of time. You was trying to joke about your age a few minutes ago off camera, but brother, you know, you still young. You know, we all still young. What sparked your interest in not just one field, but so many different fields? Because a lot of us, you know, I can't do nothing but rap. I ain't got but one. But what sparked your interest in so many fields and made you feel like I got to do a little bit of everything?
Well, I always followed O.J. Jackson. When I realized that he wrote the whole Straight Outta Compton album, except for Reinverse, and I appreciate his genius. I said, this is somebody I need to have as a mentor. I never met Q. One day, I pray I do, but I followed him. Then I seen him do Friday.
This is crazy.
I said, man, if he can do that, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So when rap changed from physical in the Bay Area to digital, 2015, JT, the bigger figure, said, man, ain't no more rap money here, Fig. First contract I signed was with Get Low. That's when he went to Atlanta with Zaytoven. And a lot of people in the Bay gave up because you just could sell 100,000 units in the Bay and not leave California. But when it went to digital, things changed. So at that point is when I wrote my first movie script following Q, Blood Test, this book right here.
Yeah.
But I couldn't put it out because I didn't have the funding. So I said, man, I got to do a short film. And that's when I did I Just Want a Ball, my first movie. And that allowed me to still put music with my film that was only 18 minutes. And I reinvented myself. What has caused me to reinvent myself is not letting nobody put water on my fire. For me to appreciate my gift, because it was given to me by God. So I ain't gonna let nobody tell me that I can't be no senior citizen rapper. But I should also put a different title on my legacy by becoming a director.
Yeah.
Because if you can write a rap, you can write a film, you can write a grant, you can write a proposal, you can write a book. You know, our pen bleed heavy. You know, we just reporters of the environment that we live in, but it's all about what we choose to report on. You know, they wanted me to talk about killing instead of duck killing. You know, I ain't for sale, man. You know, Mac Minister said it best. They'll sell their soul, they booty hole, and still won't go gold. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been for sale. They can't buy me. I'm priceless because I know who I is. I come from kings and queens, man. So, you know, it's my duty as a person that was given this gift of penmanship and journalism to continue to show that you can exercise in different ways. You don't have to just write no rap song. Excuse me, y'all. They're going on Metro. Yeah, so it was very important that I wouldn't give up. I ain't never been no quitter. I always been a hitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in juvenile rap is what allowed me to maintain my sanity. You know, I beat on the walls and I started tying the pages out of the back of books, writing my first rhyme. And I wasn't finna stop, man, just because society told me I was getting old or they had changed the format of how hip-hop was presented, you know. So that's why I kept writing. And I'm going to keep writing. And right now, you know, with AI, it's unlimited. And I just want to encourage everybody, man. The book game is vicious, man. You know, 9 no's to get you 1 yes. Yeah. You'll never win the election if you're afraid of rejection on the sidewalk, though.
Come on.
You know,
let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
So when you was talking about JT and how he was talking about how the business side transition.
Yes, sir.
You know, we always had that conversation. I'm gonna maintain forever that was an agenda carried out by the industry to
no doubt
destroy the physical so they can monopolize the revenue. But you started off as a rapper.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now when you was rapping in the Bay Area, that's
yes,
when
sir.
you got to start. So you were around a lot of those OGs and those greats and you know, like Short and all them.
Yeah.
Did you come in contact with those brothers?
Yeah, I mean, actually, my grandma was doing the crack era, put me out of Cali. I was back and forth to jail. The first place crack came was Oakland. I never forget 1983 or 4, it said Cokeman. 12 years I spent my life in and out of some form of incarceration. And she put me out. I moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I was going to college for music. That's where I met my first artist, RL, from the group Next. Then when I left, it was Too Short and Hammer. Let's get it started. Life is Too Short with the records. So when I came back, 96, after I got out of prison, that's when I really plugged in with the new generation. That's when JT had appeared in the Vibe, Dwelling in the Lab, Messy Moore was on fire. Yeah. And I had opened up for the Click, Captain Save in Minnesota. Yeah. When J.R. Ryder, he was playing for the Timberwolves. Right. So that's when I met E40. Yeah. I met Too Short years later when I had a radio show on KPOO. But I used to just be around JT, the bigger figure, man. Like the dude never sat down and gave me a lesson. But the lesson was being next to him and watching him. Right. Yeah. You know, my uncle's group was Sly and Family Stone, may he rest in peace, Bubba Ham. Right. You know, being around him, you know, he brought me in the studio with George Clinton, Lenny Williams, Dot X, Faith Evans. Me and him produced Messy Moore 4th album. So, which one? Death on a Bitch. Yeah, okay. It was the 4th one. He said really wasn't an album, but we started on it. Then he moved. He was on the run. Yeah. But just back to what you're saying, Reno, I would see a lot of those cats in passing, but Be Legit and JT was the ones that actually took time to spend time with me. Right. I wrote Be Legit 65 hooks. Damn. In like 2 weeks. But the studios we went to, I couldn't feel the beat. And then I was working and he ain't had to work. So we didn't finally finish what we were supposed to do. But I always appreciate Legit for that. But yeah, the Bay, I remember growing up, it was the Pointer Sisters, it was the Whispers, it was
this is before rap.
Digital Underground. It was Boots in the Coop. Yeah. It was for Zion I and them. It was like 65. It was about 50 groups that was prominent in the music business from the Bay. Right. Yeah. So it gave me a sense of I can do this. Yeah. And I never forget, man, because I grew up in Greensboro, North Carolina, and San Francisco, Oakland. And my mom and dad brought me back to Greensboro at 5. I saw the Ku Klux Klan. That same summer, I went to Oakland, sitting on her front porch, and I saw the Black Panthers. Then I went back home to Greensboro, and I saw a white man on the wall called Jesus that my mom was faithful to. So I was real, like, confused about a lot, and I always was the blackest one in the school I went to. So, you know, writing always was a therapy for me because I looked out a lot of windows going back and forth across the country all my life. I go to Cali, I'm telling the little homies about North Carolina. I go to North Carolina, I'm telling the little homies about Cali. So that's where years later I understood where my storytelling came from.
Mm-hmm. And you was able to kind of get a taste of different regions and how they move and how they differ.
Yes, sir.
You know, you been around JT, the bigger figure, you know how to package them.
Well, that's what Fig taught me how to create a product. Yeah. He told me you create a product, you create money. Mm-hmm. You create your own job. Yeah. And that's just one.
Oh, that's what you did. Yeah. Look, you got the 3 books, hip hop.
Tried to kill me.
Yes, sir.
Now, it ain't never tried to kill me. Now, we done fought a few times. I lost more than I won, too. Right, but then you got the Blood Test. Yes, sir. And then you got Daddy Was a Mobster. It sounded like some Tubi movie titles.
Yeah, man. We working on it.
Yeah.
I never understood till later on that my dad was part of the Country Boys. Because he's from Greensboro, North Carolina, so is Frank Lucas.
Right.
My dad left Greensboro to specifically go to California to join the Air Force and go fly back to Vietnam and get some dope. Yeah. Him and Frank Lucas, all of them come up together.
Right. Yeah.
But my dad, Frank Lucas, then went to New York. My dad went to Cali. You know, so, you know, I just be amazed sometime at the trajectory and the paths that God has took my life on. It's like medicine that he gave me to, you know, to put in the candy. This just the candy. Yeah. That's how I look at the books, the films, the music. It's just the candy to put the medicine in. So when I talk to the babies, I got something to get their attention.
How far apart were these written? Over what span of time?
I wrote this one. Hip Hop Tried to Kill Me took 3 years. My first one came out 2015.
So that's the first
one. First one.
Okay.
A Blood Test came out next. It was a movie script, and then I turned it into a book after hip hop.
Yeah.
So I said it came out 2018, then this came out 2021.
So you dropping every 3 years, you come with a book.
Yeah, I'm currently writing Hip Hop Still Trying to Kill Me.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Just putting down the increments of what happens during year periods.
Yeah.
That's how I do the outline, like from 2017 to 19, that's what happened. 2020 to 22, that's what happened.
Right.
So I wanted to go back and try to memorize it, you know, so I just write it as it comes. Once you get the outline, then you got the book, and that's what I'm here to teach whoever want to learn, man. Saturday, we're trying to put it together. You know, I would love for y'all to come and attend, help. You know, I'm here, man, for y'all to use me, man. I'm a wet sponge. Ring me out, man. Let me show y'all the art of self-publishing, man. I'm not lying. I was in Atlanta, man, selling 10 books in 3 hours every day to the weather chain. I didn't have no job for 2 years in Atlanta.
Right.
I knocked for $128, you get 30 books. You times 20, that's $600. So you make a $472 profit. 9 no's to get you 1 yes.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what the business is, man. These books is real, man.
Yeah.
And the music is the music gonna always be the soundtrack to our situation. But a book is the key to any form of education.
Yeah. And it's a tangible, physical thing.
Yeah.
That even though with audio books and all that, they could do all that, but they can't stop this physical, tangible thing that you can give to somebody. See, books are gonna always be around.
No doubt. No
so
doubt.
it's a great way for artists to diversify.
Yes, sir.
The hustle.
Yes, sir.
You know, see, this one intrigues me.
That's why
because of the title. Go ahead, so
I was gonna say the exact same thing because when I was reading about it, I was like, man, he got some crazy titles that just draw you in.
Yeah. And
I was wondering where you come around and get that ideas, like your mind, like where it comes to say hip hop tried to kill me.
Well, you know, the crackers was trying to keep me out the game, man, and I was going crazy. I grew up a star football player, quarterback, and a basketball player. The confidence never been something that wasn't with me, and I always knew I had talent.
Yeah.
To be just as dope, I followed Scarface, Cube, Cool Joe now, Chuck D now. That's who taught me to write. I knew I had it, but they didn't want me in the game because they knew what I was going to say to the nieces and nephews, and it was driving me crazy. They wanted me to talk about killing instead of duck killing.
You had conversations with labels and stuff around
I was going to sign with some dudes that was connected with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to be more, at the time I was in North Carolina in 2009 with a video hip hop group, and they wanted me to be like a bounce country, like a country, like Petey Pablo type thing. And my group always been the Cotton Pickers, you know. They said, we can't have no, what do you mean, the Cotton Pickers? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was doomed from the name.
So, you know, hip-hop tried to kill me. The title mean what don't kill you, make you stronger.
Yeah.
And I always was taught, you know, make your title something that make people say, what you mean by that?
Right.
Make them answer questions because that's going to begin your marketing. It's like, you know, your book is on a shelf. It's like you go in the grocery store and there's 10 different kinds of suits. What you going to make you grab that one suit?
Come on, man.
The way it's labeled, the way the label look.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way the book look in the title. Just right quick, Nikki Turner, she the one told me my covers. I used to have myself on the covers. Yeah. And I got the other one downstairs, but I took myself off the covers.
That black background.
Yeah.
See your ass.
Yeah. I had to be the light skin out, man. So, so the whole thing, you know, the title got to be something to make them ask a question. And then they told me always have a sentence under your title.
Yeah. Subtitle.
Subtitle. Yeah.
Right.
So just with time, I just learned. But yeah, like this girl just told me about a story about a stud girl who pistol whooped her and forced her on the blade in Oakland. So I come up with a synopsis called Pistol Whooped. You know, it's gonna be a new short film about human trafficking.
Right.
So and it's gonna be forced to be up under the gun, up under the pistol whoop, and then that's gonna give me a reason to explain what I mean by that. So that's why I always come with them different titles, you know.
Yeah.
So people say,
yeah, draw you in.
Yeah, draw you in. That's all the pay.
So your first dance with the system, going into the belly of the beast. When was that, and how did that play a role in changing and transforming you? Because a lot of people go down that road and then they go all the way left. For some people, take it as go right.
It was the beginning of the separation of me and my father. He had went to Vegas and I broke in his room because he had deadbolt locks on his room. My dad's girlfriend was Chaka Khan, and I broke in his room, went through the bathroom, and went in his room, and he had pounds and pounds of weed. And me and my little homie, you know, we had us a weed party. He came back from
He don't need it. We got where
And my footprints was on the top of the toilet from me climbing in out the window. He said, "Come here, little nigga. Come here." And he put my shoe right on there. He said, "Look here." He said, "How to kill you."
Yeah.
And then the police came. They took me to Martinez Juvenile Hall. I was 12 years old. And it scarred me in a way that they wouldn't open the door. I'm like, man, y'all, it's time for me to come out.
Yeah.
It scarred me in a way that I wanted to be rebellious for a long time. Like I hated authority. You know, for many years, it took me like 10, 20 years. I said, I didn't stop going to jail until I was about 32. And that first time I went at 12 years old, it scarred me because I hated authority even more because the way they treated me inside there. But it confused me too because that was the day I became institutionalized. I started doing push-ups, my skin cleared up, I'm starting to read the word, I'm reading, I'm writing, and I realized I was better in there than I was on the street.
Yeah.
But I couldn't transform my routine from inside that cell to the street because when I got out, I wanted to be the outlaw that I always wanted to be, that I saw my daddy was, and that would return me back to a jail cell, you know? So that's one thing I think a lot of brothers don't understand is how to transform that positive routine of writing them letters to their mama, praying, you know, doing their workout. Like you'll go in the kitchen and work for an extra sandwich, but you won't come out and work at McDonald's. And that's where I was at. I was institutionalized. And the OG came by my cell one day. He was like, "Bruh," he said, "You contemplate?" Because I had Lil' Kim, Foster Brown, Yo-Yo, all with toothpaste. I'm throwing them out the magazine all on the wall. I had a little chessboard over my toilet. Had my damn towel right by my toilet. My bed fixed up like army, military, folded and tight and everything. He said, "Boy, you contemplate?"
Man.
I looked at him. He walked on. I started tearing all this.
Man.
Yeah.
I started tearing all this. And because I wanted to look like jail again. And that's when I knew I was going to go home and not come back.
So did your dad, your first one, your dad, when he called the police on you for you breaking in?
He said he was going to kill me and call the police.
Oh, wow.
So he called the police. May he rest in peace. He probably saved my life. Not probably, but he did. You know, he wasn't a teacher. He was an enforcer. My dad never taught me nothing, you know, but to dress nice and smell good and don't let life punk in no kind of way. He wasn't no teacher, though. You know what I'm saying? He was an enforcer. And, yeah, man, my dad ended up to Columbus, gunned him down in North Oakland. And then my grandmama had to re-raise him. He went back to North Carolina, had a diabetic seizure and hit a pole. That was 6 years after my mama died, you know. I had lost my mama, 17 years old, then my dad, about 23. And then Cracker came to the world, you know. I was trying to figure out life, man, in and out of somebody's jailhouse. Police hit me right here and did this. And we used to steal on them, man. You know, we'd shoot at them on top of the roof. You know, we never had no respect for the police. I still don't, but, you know, I know we need them, but we need good police, man.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think we all understand the role that police officers should play when you got them ones that want to work outside the law, feel like they're above the law. That's what makes the black community in particular be like, man, you know, we don't respect them, we don't love them, we don't like them. You know, and that's unfortunate. You know, because regardless of what you feel about black people, you know, we part of that group that paying your salary. You know, so that's why I always felt like when all these brutality incidents would take place, which they probably won't ever do, but laws need to be passed to where when those lawsuits come out against people y'all brutalize, it need to come out y'all salary. You know, so all these things, man, just play a role. That's why we got this mistrust of law enforcement. Man, you said something so cold that I ain't never heard nobody say before. Like you had to, I don't know who the brother was that told you, "Oh yeah, you comfortable now," you know, but he just in passing just dropped the seed on you that because the key to what he said to you is the fact that you instantly understood what he meant. I think a lot of people might have kind of been like, what you mean? You know, man, I got my house looking nice, you know.
Right.
But to get that, to me, and you correct me if I'm wrong, that kind of broke that cycle of being institutionalized.
Exactly. Right? It was over there.
Yeah, my homie, we had him in here a couple weeks, homie Mad Bomber. He always talk about the handicap between prison and freedom.
Right.
And when you're in prison, you have no choice but to fall in line, to do this, to do that, and be disciplined, to not be able to have access to dope and women, you know, to a degree.
Right.
But then when you get out, now it's the handicap.
There you go.
It's like, man. So how was you able to, once you got out? I don't know how many times you went in. When I know you talked about recidivism,
yes, sir.
You know, but how many times did you go in and go out, and how was you able to find it, just breaking like, I'm done?
I think I counted it was about 12, 13, 14 times.
Yeah.
What changed was I decided to go to a homeless shelter instead of to call the homies. I usually would tell the, you know, paperwork, it's your job to catch me crackers, it's mine not to let you. That's how I thought. Go to work, because I'm going to work. And I call my homies, give me an ounce or two, I'm right back on the block. Whatever shift caught me, I go hustle on that other shift. If I got caught in the morning, I wouldn't come out tonight. But this time I got out and I went to the homeless shelter and I applied to work in a couple more homeless shelters. They gave me a job and I started working in one, living in another one, and I just changed my friends, man, you know. And cause I was tired, man. I said, I don't want this no more. This ain't for me. You know, I'm gonna end up a old man with some young stories. You know what I'm saying? So I saved up $15,000, and then in that process, I developed my own reentry program, the Homeboy Hotline. I created a database for people when they come home to give them some real resources, and that embedded me in the revolution. That's when I met Van Jones and them, and Boots from the Coop, and you know, I started doing revolutionary work, and it gave me a different sense of self.
Yeah.
I felt like I was part of the solution, not the problem no more. You know, and I knew that them Europeans ain't had no chance no more. You know, my hustle had remained the same, but the product was different now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So coming up as a youngster, and you say you from Oakland,
yes,
so
sir.
I know you seeing the Black Panthers.
Yes, sir.
What kind of impression did they leave on you, like just now, so that somehow later years going by, that's now what you're focusing on?
Well, the Black Panthers instilled in me that the slaves didn't quit, so I don't have no right to think about it. The Black Panthers instilled in me that I deserve to protect what I love, and that's my people. You know, the Black Panthers instilled in me that it's poison in the ghetto meant to distract me from my duty. You know, because they wasn't with the pimping, they wasn't with the coke, but a lot of them fell victim to it.
Right.
It's not a strip club in Oakland, California. Never will be. But it's girls on the Blade right now. It's not on drugs. I stay 2 blocks from the Blade. And that was the yin and yang of Oakland, and always will be. But the Black Panthers just made me happy to be Black.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they made me not afraid to be rebellious. You know, that's why we love Pac so much, man.
Yeah.
Like Pac was like my brother. I never met him. Me and Shock G was cool, but I never met Pac. But Pac, you know, he had more heart than Valentine. He had a lot of things that he was dealing with. I wish he wouldn't have never signed the death row.
Yeah.
But Pac was the young musical Black Panther.
You could tell.
He loved our people, bro. He loved our people so much that, you know, our people killed him.
It's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
They wanted him to gangbang. He wasn't no gangbanger. We don't gangbang in the Bay.
Yeah.
We rep our hoods. Ain't no blue, black, none blue, yet red, none of that in Oakland, California. None of never have been, you know.
Yeah.
But they took Pac to L.A. and turned him into a blood. He wasn't no blood.
Exactly.
You know
he like just being around his people, and he'll help them regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes it seems like that's what he fell victim of.
Well, yeah, and he just, Pac hated jail. And I never understood why all them other people that got money that called themselves Black wouldn't go get him. Why didn't they should go get him? All them people, there was a whole lot of people that had money that could have went and got Pac.
Yeah.
I never understood that, man. Why did, you know, but Pac hated being caged up.
Yeah.
Yeah, rightfully so. Yeah, we born free, born to be free. And to my knowledge, was his mother pregnant when she was incarcerated?
She was
pregnant in prison or somewhere along the line. So it might have been something just in him from that.
Exactly.
You know, that he just not gonna tolerate that, man.
Yeah.
How do we get our what's your process of getting our young people, our young brothers in particular, to understand how to bypass going through some of the stuff that you went through? Because we kind of got this mindset, man, and like we don't believe it until we get struck by, you know, but it'll be such a benefit to be able to show our young, but this is not what you want to do. And for them to understand the gifts that they have can sustain you. Your gifts can sustain you for life. But if you fall victim to what this environment has created for you, then they'll bury you.
Well, not to cut you off, sir, I just try to give them to trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me enough to talk to me. Because I can't know their pain if I don't hear it. You know? And I let them know you can't come back till you leave. Like, bruh, if you got enemies out here, it might be time for you to go down south where your cousins at in Louisiana. I tell them that all the time. That's what I'm telling them all when I go in Harris County Juvenile Hall. First, I'm going to ask them to raise their hands if they think they're good or whatever, let them in here. I said, I got tired of doing the jail because they used to follow me in the store. I wasn't good at it. And then I'm going to tell them, hey, man, if y'all got enemies out there, start writing your little cousins to somewhere else. And go on to Mississippi, go on to California, go on to New York. Give yourself a chance to breathe, man. Because just because you change, them niggas ain't going to care if you change. They going to try to blow your head off.
And if you do leave, it ain't an act of cowardice. It's an act of survival, because more than likely, a lot of your enemies ain't going to be around by the time you come back.
Man, there was a coward that ran and little tell about the brave nigga that got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a coward that my uncle told me. There was a coward that ran and little tell about that brave Negro that got killed.
Come on. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the main thing, like I been told and understand, we dealing with children that came in this world from traumatized mothers. 1985, crack came. First thing they did was take the black woman out the household by putting on the street. Foster care went up 80-something%. Here comes CPS in the ghetto. 20 years later, them little kids get emancipated from foster care. That's 2005. That little girl started calling me and daddy because she ain't had no daddy.
Come on.
And she traumatized and she been abandoned. That little girl, 2005, same little girl who mama left in 85, had a baby. 20 years later, it's 2025. So a traumatized little girl who felt abandoned had a baby. And that little baby grew up in 2025, 26. That's the little baby you're dealing with. So we have to get our children, in my opinion, to talk to us about their pain.
Yeah.
Damn, pull your pants up. They getting ghost guns in the mail.
Yeah.
They got every form of temptation. They only one button from it. We grew up with encyclopedias.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And Penthouse and Playboy.
That's right.
They one button from temptation, bruh. This is the most dangerous generation there is once we get them to tell us they pain so the healing process can begin.
Yeah.
So that's why I call myself light-skinned Luther. So they can laugh when they meet me, say this old black joker crazy. And then I tell them about my war story so they can have a little sense of I might can tell them a little bit about it.
Right.
You know, we gotta be able to, you know, let our children open up to us because they don't trust us, man.
Yeah.
We done left our babies.
We ain't gave them no reason to.
Yeah, we done left our children.
Right.
A lot of us coming home after 20, 25 years. Think they don't know that?
Yeah.
The first thing they don't say, where you been, man? How you came out there? You ain't my dad. You ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
Where you was at? Where you was at?
And they got a right to say that.
Yeah, man.
That's the cold part about it. Well, how'd you beat this guy right here, man?
Yeah, man.
Out here, man. Legend Big Swift just in the cut over there chilling, man.
Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Platinum plaques on the wall.
Come on.
Do it all, man. You know, I only had one manager in my life, Wicked Cricket, man. May he rest in peace. I came down here to do a fundraiser, and that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Wicked Cricket gathered all his soldiers and sold the rest together. Said, this is my new artist. I need y'all to watch over this brother, protect him.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Lil Mud, Trey, K Reno, Big Swift, C Rip, man, the list goes on and on. Don't get me in trouble. Dr. Cash, DJ Spaz, the UG kids. I met them when they were 9, 10 years old. Yeah. And I have stayed in contact with Corey. And I'm so proud of him right now, man. He bumped his head, and now we know he had a lot on his shoulders. You know, so now I think he's finally ready. But me and Swift, we talk at least once every 2 weeks. He get a prayer from me every day. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about Swift. He ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's right. I've been wrong many times. He said, brother, you tripping. Yeah. And that's why I love him. My mama told me, if you have a difference when you're friends, somebody plotting because y'all different people. Come on, man. But it's all about being able to agree to disagree and heal and come together. So that's what I love about Swift. He's my big brother. He's proud of the father I am, not a baby daddy. He always tell me that. And, man, his accomplishments are out of this world. I'm so proud of what he does and his ear, you know. And, man, we talk a lot about life, man. We not all the time music. It's about just life, man. You know. So yeah. Yeah. Wicked Cricket brought us together.
A great OG Wicked Cricket, man. You mentioned some names. Wicked Cricket, Lil Mud.
Lil Mud, P.O.D. Man. My guy, man. Candace Cooper, Dominating Force, almost got CC.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mud, shout out to Deuce. I just did a cameo in Mud's son Deuce video.
Wow.
Fame Train, everybody, the whole family, man. So that mud hit me, you know. That, man. Yeah, so now, what are some of the things that you're working on now, creatively and community-wise? Because it's like, I feel like so many people, young people, can see themselves in your life and your struggle, but what are some of the things you're working on right now?
Well, right now I'm on a juvenile hall tour. Just left Memphis, going into Harris County tomorrow. Then I'm gonna hit Oakland, LA, and Seattle August 13th. And I'm end the year up on the community activism on that. Creatively, we just did a short film called Memphis Ain't Soft. Made some phenomenal music, blues, hip-hop music. Got a lot of great footage of the soul of Memphis. And God willing, it'll come out November 17th on Dolph's anniversary. I'm here this week to do one of the most privileged projects I ever did. It's called Already. It's the culture of Houston through the eyes of a visitor. That's me. It's about a young dude with a legacy on his shoulders. And that's Corey Butler. You know, so we helping Corey put together Mama West Music Group. Yeah. It's my duty as his uncle, his mentor, to help get his paperwork right.
And Corey is Pimp C's son.
Pimp C's son.
Got you.
Yeah, so I don't know if, you know, it's a lot for him to carry, you know. Yeah. So I don't know if he want to be the CEO. I don't know if he want to be the rapper. But I just want to make sure with the intellect that I have that I can make sure the paperwork is together. Yeah. And UGK, it's a lot going on with the estate, but with his grandmama's name and her legacy, we can establish Mama West Music Group. Yeah. So that's what I'm here to help do, and I'm gonna create a visual called Already. You know, that's something y'all say. Already. And we got a single called Already that I'm gonna be privileged and honored to get the one and only K Reno on. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Big Swift gonna bring in some tracks. We got C Rip on it. Yeah. You know, so I'm gonna get some underground artists from Houston, some underground artists from the Bay, and we're gonna rebuild this bridge, man. Pimp C and Too Short were great friends. Yeah. And Pimp was always in the Bay. Short was always out here, still out here. So that's the mission right now, is to get Mama West Music Group up and going, get this project already done, and release a single for the end of the year and get the visual out, hopefully first quarter 2027.
Okay, that's good.
And also I want to be able to share the art of self-publishing while I'm here in Houston and continue that conversation. There's a lot of stories that need to be told literary-wise here, and I want to show them how I put put mine out on the sidewalk.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
It's about basically getting that printing right.
Yeah.
I know my wife, she used I think she used Amazon printing.
KDP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that's a nice game, but it comes with a lot of hard work and mouth back-to-back talking.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you about the Kings Raising Queens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me talk a little bit more about that project.
So Kings Raising Queens is a film I made in Atlanta, Georgia, 2022, 23. I met my partner, Cubano, at a park in Sandy Springs, Georgia. He had a daughter, I had a daughter. They became best friends, and we became partners, you know. And in 2 years, we was inseparable. And that's what the film is about, Kings Raising Queens. 2 single dads trying to maneuver through the judicial system of not losing their daughter. At the time, I'm fighting for my child, you know, and, you know, just supporting each other.
Yeah.
And our daughters becoming best of friends, you know, and it's just a statement, man, of, hey, man, say, man, a little girl need a daddy, man, you know. A little girl should never call no another Negro daddy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But her real daddy. So that's what King Raising Queens is about, making sure your princess knows she a queen and you being a king in her life.
That's a fact.
You know, my daughter, she ain't going, bro.
Yeah.
She ain't, Zephaniah ain't going at all.
Yeah,
mine ain't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
So,
right.
I got another question for you.
Yes,
when
sir.
you come to producing these movies,
Yes, sir.
do you shoot them yourself or you got like a camera crew? Like, how did you learn how to do? I know JT, he does it like straight out the guerrilla kind.
Right.
But how did you go like putting this together, editing this, and putting all that stuff out?
So I'm gonna give y'all my formula right quick. Game meant to be sold, not told. That's old. Game is meant to be shared because we care.
Come on. Yeah.
Now my formula is 4 elements. You got the interview. You got the statistics, you got the B-roll, and you got the narration.
There you go.
With the iPhone, that's your footage right there. You can get an interview, and then what you do, you take still frame pictures so it won't look like an Arsenio Hall film. You put still frame pictures to depict what they're talking about. Then you get some B-roll. You might scan the Fifth Ward from left to right a few times. All right.
Highway.
Yeah, highway.
Yeah,
so you put that in there while you interviewing the person. Then behind the Fifth Ward, then you might put a K Reno song. There go the score. Then you find somebody with a very distinctive voice, and let them be the narrator. So them the 4 elements: the narration, the statistics, the B-roll, the still frame, and the interview. Well, that's 5.
Okay.
So that's and I'm in an attempt to go to film school right now because a lot of times editors hold me up because I know how to get the meat, but chopping it up and seasoning it is what an editor does, like an engineer turns the buttons in the studio. So the editor is very, very crucial in your film finalization.
Exactly.
But you know, they got some kind of cap cut now. My little daughter know how to do that on Instagram. So it's just about us applying ourselves. But that's my formula though. So I and one thing I've been doing for 20 years, and I encourage people to do it. Start your own company, man.
Yeah.
And then go to these colleges around you. Somebody's going to school for what you need done. You know,
He dropping dollars. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to see
interns. I hear interns for 20 years. A lot of them out of school now. But in August, September, they coming back. I'm going to get me some more interns. I even had a lawyer for an intern before.
Because CK, in school, you got to do an internship.
You got to
graduate.
There you go.
So it ain't no getting around it.
Yeah, they just want to see their name on a product. I have so many names in hip hop tried to kill me. They call me all the time and thank me for jobs they done got because they did the graphics, they did the editing, they did the page setting. So they just want to make sure that you're gonna take your product, whatever they part of, to the finish line so they can use it as an item on their resume.
They're about to say the tool to get them in.
There you go.
So one hand wash the other.
There you go. So you do mostly like documentary kind. Okay.
I have yet to do a full-fledged motion picture. But I told myself I wasn't gonna let this stop me from putting that lightning in the bottle. See, I have a song. My life is a movie, and I'd be a fool not to film it. When the lightning come, you got to put it in the bottle, baby, because that moment might not come again. And if you got to make an 8-minute short film, hell, that 8-minute short film can be something you can pitch to a network to get you a TV series or something.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I write every day, bro. My pen bleed heavy. Like, I do not go one day without exercising my tool, because once you start writing, you start second-guessing yourself. That's the worst thing a writer can ever do.
Yeah.
So by everyday writing, every day thinking of concepts, something slick to say, or, you exercising your tool, you working out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're working your penmanship, your journaling. People dream about having the gift we have. Can't play with it, man.
Yeah.
I never take my gift God gave me for granted, bro. I'm pushing like a pregnant woman every day with this thing here, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
T-shirt. Pushing like a pregnant woman.
Man, I got 62 songs.
Yeah.
I got 12 short films and 4 books right now. My daughter on the rights to everything. My goal is to have her 100 songs, 100 short films, and 100 books before I leave this place.
Yeah. You putting your movies on like are they like on YouTube, or are they on how can we view them?
They going next week. I'm officially launching Miley Rose LLC. That's my daughter's company. I'm doing what Nipsey was teaching us. You got to be exclusive. Like, if you're exclusive, then your value go up. But if you can get your stuff, if they can get your stuff where anybody else ain't no value to it. That's why Nipsey's made 100 mixtapes and sold them for $1,000 a piece. So the thing is, right quick, y'all, if y'all listening, get your website right. And then you release your stuff on your website and offer people $2 a month.
There you go.
To be a member. If you get 10,000 people giving you $2 a month, that's $20,000 a month. If you get 100,000 people giving you $2 a month, that's $200,000 a month. But you got to be able to go ahead. Yes, sir.
Let me add this.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you put them on auto pay.
There you go.
Go ahead.
There you go. And then instead of a year, they paying $24. Just tell them to give you a dub. You see what I'm saying? So, but you give them a movie a month. You give them 2 singles, 1 single every 2 weeks, and you give them free mixtapes. And then you do a tutorial. They can get an 8-week tutorial only from you. They can pick your brain. You got to give them something that they can't Google. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't. I'm on Googleable. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Googleable. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Googleable, baby. Hey, man, some light skin shit going on, man. Hey, man, I'm the only black man they get a suntan. They call me light skin Luther, man.
Yeah, they kind of
say, man. Hey, man. See, this is like, this is what we're talking about when you hear people always complain about, well, man, ain't no money in the music, man, it's always a way.
Yeah.
You just got to have the innovative mindset to figure out a way to navigate around the agenda and the hustle. So everything funneling back to the artist himself, and we talk about this all the time on the show, do your best to develop a core fan base, a core support system. They're going to go wherever you go.
There you go.
They're going to go wherever you go. So all these things you saying, man, everything you saying was just punching me, because it's like, this is what needs to be taught to artists and to young people coming up. You got veteran artists that have been doing this a million years that have basically, like you said earlier, have given up because they say, well, there's no money in the music. It is if you know how to get it.
Talk to them.
And now you can alienate the machine. You can alienate the labels where it's like, man, we don't need you. We have figured out a way. We always figured out a way around it.
Right.
So why not now, man? That's some world-class, top-notch game that y'all just got.
And I want to say one more thing. When you go to a different market, don't do what you want, man, but it's better to incorporate yourself with underground dialogue than trying to open up for somebody. Because who you open up for, the person that's really, he ain't gonna come at 12 o'clock.
Come on, man. Come on.
You're putting your money in the wrong situation. You know what I'm saying? Just think of this. If you can get 5,000 people to love what you're doing, and you feed them 5,000 people 4 times a year, every night, a quarter is 3 quarters. If you can get $10 from 5,000 people every 90 days, that's $50,000. So at the end of the year, you done made $200,000, man. When you go out and you performing, man, keep your pen and paper, get people's emails address. When somebody comment on your stuff on Instagram, man, reply to them. What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for liking me, man. I'm building right now my online marketing team. Would you please like to be a part of it? Sure. You understand what I'm saying? When somebody give you a business card, bruh, Next day, go home, send them an email, call them, and follow up. It ain't the jump shot, it's the follow up, bruh.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Quit telling me that you streaming on 600 platforms. So what? So it's another 100 million. So it's another 100 million people. So what?
Yeah.
It's making y'all lazy, bruh.
Yeah.
And it's indoctrinating us right back into the slave market.
Come on, man.
Because we bragging about being a part of platforms that are robbing us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I was looking on Spotify. So what?
Yeah.
So what? You ain't making no money? You know, so, man, bro, come on, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Man, you get 0.03 cent per stream. Snoop had 1 billion streams, you got $47,000. For 1 million streams, you get $3,000. For 500,000 streams, you get $1,500. I buy 100 CDs for $300. I put it on SoundCloud. You know why? Because it gives me a QR code. I take that QR code and I cut it out and I put it on a piece of paper 9 times, go to Kinko's. They copy it. I tell them to make it out of sticky paper and cut them for me. Then I can take that QR code, slap it on the back of the CD. Why? Because first time a person said, man, I ain't got no CD player. Boom. Yeah. Here you go. Download it. Let me get my $20. So for $20, right, I done made $2,000 off 100 CDs. That's $1,700 profit I done made. And most of the time, people buy your hustle and your personality. They don't buy your product, bruh. You think they gonna give you $20, man, for their hard ass work? And your ass sitting up there mean mugging them and smelling like boo-boo, your breath smelling like boo-boo, boogers all in your nose, man. You'll never get a second chance to make a first impression, baby. What is wrong with you, man?
You just wrong with you. We always, how you gotta say it this week? We always talk about the physicals and how you can switch it around. Yeah, and he just gave you the right there. Put that QR code on there.
Back,
so
man.
There you go. You got your tangible and it's download.
There you go.
See, this would give me hope. I know that we're gonna figure out a system that's gonna knock off those streaming services and where people start independence go. It's always the underground that figures it out.
Come on, man.
And we figure it out through necessity. We figure it out because they tried to shut us out in so many ways. So now we're like, okay, well, you know what? We're going to do what we always did for all the way back from slavery. We're going to take the worst and make it into the best.
Come on, man.
Figure out a way. So,
that's what we do.
Bro, that's world.
That's what we do, man. We're the greatest inventors ever, man.
Yeah, I like
greatest inventors ever, man. They want to hide the fact and don't think them teachers going to teach our children these methods of millionaireism. You know, whatever you know how to do good, you'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the gift God gave you. Find out a legal way to get paid for it. Study somebody who wasn't good at what you're trying to do. Don't do that shit. And then study somebody who was great at it, man. Cut your own path, man. You know, that's all I do, man. I'm dumb enough to have a smartphone, man. You know, so that's it, man. You know, underground dialogue, man. I don't know what they gonna do. We gonna keep making history, man.
Without a doubt. But this is the definition of what this underground dialogue, because these are the types of conversations that'll never be had on a mainstream level, because it would serve as an education for the underground.
Right.
So it's like conscious music being on the radio. They don't let that happen no more. So this is why this platform exists, for things like this, man. So 100%. We can get this game for people who know what they talk, who live in the example.
Yes, sir.
Not just talking about it.
Sir.
You know, this man got 1 billion things going on at the same time. How often do you write in terms of raps? Because you know you got this big old thing been going on, another form of our ignorance, where we feel like when rappers get a certain age, they too old to rap and all that stuff here. So how often do you still get down on the rap side, and how do you speak to that narrative about, man, you need to be retired, you shouldn't be rapping at your age no more?
I try to write a rhyme probably every other day, or 16 every day or every other day. And I appreciate haters because they motivation for me. They give me so many song titles. You know, a dude just said something, told me I was too old to be rapping. I said, I'm too cold to stop rapping.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? I can't help it if you stop dreaming. I'm dreaming, baby, till the day I die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for haters because it showed me something I never want to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so
Chris, I think I want to just ask what you said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get that.
So the struggle of love.
That's what the bombs stop. They trying to stop us, man.
There you go.
All right. I think what you just said proves that this is a ploy from the enemies of our art, because ageism is only a ploy to stop people from being interested in words of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You see, they know the older of us is going to say some stuff that's going to change their trajectory.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they want to make it a law that this is a young man's sport because they're taking the guidance away.
Yeah. Yeah. The wisdom and the guidance. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
That in itself is something that we have to learn to ignore, because it's not rocket science that any person that's grown old, even some of the old fools are still wise.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Because the fools will put it on display. The wise person is going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, let's try to do away with the ageism in hip hop, because it's really a fucking ploy to stop us from spreading wisdom. They don't want that to happen in no circumstance.
It's so many facets to the total agenda.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just one of them. But the most skillful thing that the enemy does is that he gets our own people to carry out his agenda. So it makes it look like, oh, it's us against us. And in essence it is, but at the root of it, at the top of it, it's being cast down and implemented into us, and then we pass those thoughts on. Man, that's so profound, bro, because even the old fool really ain't a fool because he made it that far. And as a young dude, I can remember just growing up in South Park, different areas that I lived in. It was always a treat for us at 10, 11, 12 years old to go sit with the older dudes and listen to them say whatever it is with things, whether it was ignorant or whether it was wisdom.
Right.
You know, we got something out of it. So it's the same can be said with music, but now they've created a division between the younger and the older artists, to where it's like now we are going at each other. That's why what Swift said is so real, because we got to bridge that gap. Nah, brother, it ain't us against y'all. We together.
Right.
So it's something I can teach you, definitely something that you definitely could teach me.
We got to convey to them that they're trying to stop us from comparing notes.
Yeah.
Comparing notes.
And perpetuating our existence.
Yeah.
Because what you know and what you know, man, you start off a 9, 10 year, 11-year-old and start injecting that game and wisdom in them that age, they're gonna be dangerous soon.
That's all.
And that's the cutoff that they want. That's the disconnect that they looking for, man.
Well, you know, they quick to put Willie Nelson and put Willie Nelson and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and all them on tour.
That's right.
75 years old.
Yeah, that's right.
So why we can't go on tour?
Yeah.
Why we can't go on tour? You know what I'm saying?
That's all injection of negativity into the culture.
Yeah.
They're injecting the negative shit because we shouldn't have the same rights that they had.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's crazy.
There have been concerts that made millions of dollars in one night because two bands turned their beef into a concert.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
This band versus this band. And both crowds showed up that didn't even get along with each other and found out that they were really fucking cool.
And they made sure that we never saw that with Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
They made sure that other people who had those issues in hip hop never saw that. But we have examples in our own community, just in a different genre that we got to follow. Man, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills, and Shaka just came off tour.
Yes.
You know, and I think Stephanie Mills might be the youngest one, and she like 67, 68, something like that. So it can be done. And Houston is a great example of that because, you know, a lot of people had this thing, Brother Fleetwood, where they'll say, oh, man, Houston, we don't stick together. I just never fully agree with that. I feel like it's aspects of that in every city, every region where you can have that. But for the most part, man, Houston is a city, and I'm speaking about the fan base. always honor the OGs.
Yeah.
Like, we host Screw Day every year, and it's packed out there. They coming to see Kiki. They coming to see Botany. They coming to see the groups that would be considered the old school groups out the city, from Zero, the Bun, the Face, Witty D, all these groups that have been around for the longest. People are still coming out and showing love. So I just think that's a big myth that we got to make sure that when somebody tries to perpetuate that, we like, no, that's not 100% true.
Yeah, Swift can tell you that because they coming out to hear his.
Come on, man.
His hits.
Come on, man.
I got another T-shirt for you.
Here we go.
I need that.
I already said this.
I'm the T-shirt
at a gathering before, but I want people to know this is a culture, not a competition.
Come on. You're right. That is a shirt.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right.
If we can eliminate, listen, we got some guys that are highly competitive.
Yeah.
Take the personal aspect off, because your personal aspect may be a little bit extreme for the next person.
Yeah.
Let's all just try to meet in the middle and supply the culture with what we're depriving them of right now.
Come on.
These artists that don't like each other, let's get them together to make a record.
Yeah, man.
That's highly explosive.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see, people keep all these energies away from each other for a reason.
Yeah.
Just like Demo. If Demo didn't make that one move with that June 27th mixtape, it wouldn't be a Houston holiday.
Come on, man.
At all, period.
Come on.
June 27th will be just another day on the calendar in Houston.
If he was tired that day and didn't want to go to Screw House and didn't feel like it, so imagine how many other moments
we can create
or didn't happen.
Yeah.
But we can still, we got a chance to still create
That's
those.
right.
But think about this with Demo.
That's right.
And if Demo didn't have the thought process to say, it ain't just about me, I'm going to go get Young, I'm going to get you, I'm going to go get Pope, I'm going to go get Boom, and that bring everybody in here, and that may show greatness.
But see, another thing we have to do is recognize that we're all in this community together.
Come on.
So if we was all locked up in prison and you was in a day room pissing on the floor, you don't think another one of us would check you for doing that shit?
Right. We all got to live there.
Doing it here.
Right.
Why are we not doing it in the city?
Right. Yeah.
We know that there are some artists that are doing some bullshit moves and it's hindering other people.
Yeah.
Why don't we just all get the balls to say, hey, man, I'm going to address this shit.
Yeah.
Who going to stand with me on this shit and don't ride the fence?
Right.
We got to let people know when they wrong and when they right, bro. Just like y'all, we should pay homage to the OGs. We should check the bullshit in equal manner.
That's right. I agree. Yeah.
That's what makes us a stronger thing to deal with. The city in a whole, not just this section, not just these guys, not just this clique.
Yeah. The community, man.
Right.
It's like,
You go to Atlanta, it's artists all over that bitch that's hot. And them guys come together even if they don't like each other because they know they can get a check.
Right, money, yeah.
We have to stop these old Jim Crow hindrances that's locked in our heads we got to give it a chance to go away. Just look at the shit another way real quick.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got to be a real brotherhood.
That's it.
Not only that, just take the personal out of the business.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys that see stronger personalities in the room with them, and they also get to see that where they lacking that. But instead of building upon that, they take it personally.
Yeah.
And now they don't want this guy to be the leader. Because they know he can lead you stronger because even if you're more famous, this motherfucker more smart.
Come on.
Yeah.
So we got to get over that hump.
Yeah.
And that's when things are going to really produce what we're supposed to be doing.
1,000% agreement, brother. 1,000% agreement. Well, Mr. Fleetwood.
Yes, sir.
Give them your information. Tell them where they can find you on social media, how they can get everything you got. Lay it out, my brother.
Yeah, so right quick, man, y'all can find me at Fleetwood SF, like Fleetwood S is in Sam, F is in Frank. And you also can email me at MileyRoseLLC@gmail. Coming soon, MileyRoseLLC.com. Hey, man, say, man, I've been loving Houston since Billy White Shoes Johnson. You know what I'm talking
They don't know nothing about that.
I've been doing the Billy White Shoes Johnson in the end zone, man.
Do the funky chicken after they catch a touchdown.
Pepper, man.
Yeah.
Elijah Wan, man.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. So, man, Houston, my second, third home. I will be back. Man, y'all get at me. Anything I can do to support y'all. Whatever you do, keep God close to you. What you want won't be far from you. And never forget, ain't nobody perfect but a hypocrite. Underground dialogue, man.
No question about it, man. Shout out, man. Shout out. Yeah. Well said, man. Oh, yeah, today's episode is brought to y'all by Volars clothing line. Shout out to my homie Top Dog. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all support another black-owned company that we trying to make billionaires, man. Yeah. Well, we going to get out of here on this note, man. It's your big brother K Reno.
And it's your boy Keith Stove.
It's the Underground Dialogue Podcast with a name speaks for itself. And I got no paper like we.
I did miss. I ain't hit nowhere near it.
Man, yeah, you threw it on the back, catch your head. What up, man? Your big brother K Reno, man. I'm saying this to all our Underground Dialogue Podcast soldiers. Make sure that you support our brother Eugene Preacher Smith and his clothing line. This brother got some of the dopest gear that I've come across, top quality stuff. I'm gonna get out the way and let him tell you about it.
254 Worldwide, it's your girl Erin. I'm from the Kids of the Future for the Future, and today I'll be introducing my dad. He is an OG and he's also a gangster. See, the reason why he ain't raised his kids to be a gangster is because they won't be love tech. Now I be teaching y'all a song and I want y'all to listen, because if you don't, you'll fail. If you do, you won't fail. You'll get an A. So here I go. Fifth ward finest, limp under my feet, keep my front shining. Got my sister on the line, breaker 19. It's traveling season, so devil get behind me, devil get behind thee, devil get behind thee. Everything we do, God co-signing. Now guess who driving while y'all keep wildin'? We keep God smiling, that's why blessed keep piling. Now that's 85,000. Keep CCLIV.
254 Worldwide. Welcome to CCLIV land, where we keep it 100 on strong, 365. So you know we're gonna keep it CCLIV. Hey, this is my brand that I created to be able to save our youth, to make sure they don't receive 25 years in TDC and make them eligible for 4 years of college on any level. You can find us at www.ccliv.bigcartel.com and www.keepitccliv.bigcartel.com. And we also got a manual, a handbook, where you can find that on www.amazon.com. Research CCLIV Chronicles and Guidance, and you will find it. You can find me at Facebook, Eugene Preacher Smith. Yeah, you can check me out. You can follow me on there every morning.
What up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. Look, man, my brand new album is out, man. The Industry. Y'all go get a physical copy right now. That's right, hard copy. Keep CDs alive, man. Keep the independent strong. Y'all go grab this right now from South Park Coalition site.net. It's also available on all the digital sites as well. So y'all make sure y'all go get your copy right now if you didn't know. Now you know. All right, peace. What up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. Look, man, the Underground Dialogue website is back in function. We back in motion, man. If y'all want Underground Dialogue podcast merch, whatever you need, go to undergrounddialogue.com and check us out. And always make sure that every Wednesday night, y'all are checking out the Underground Dialogue podcast right on YouTube, 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah! What's up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volas. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A's. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volas.biz, find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volas, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box, man. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on.